everyone, I'm Marguerite and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching my latest makeup tutorial. Today I filmed a rose gold eyeshadow, which I think would be really pretty for Easter time. I was gonna wear this for Easter, so I thought it was pretty if you're going to church or whatever you're doing with your family or friends on Easter. I just think the rose gold is pretty for this spring and this time of year. So I wanted to do my version of that. And so that is what this tutorial is, and I hope you like it. And I appreciate you for watching and for any support. Let me know what you think and stay tuned. Bye. I just wanted to start, since this is mainly an eye look, I just didn't think it was necessary to show my foundation on camera. That's just taking up time. So to get started with my eyes, first I'm going to prime my eyelid with this Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. This is a little sample I have. So I always do this extra step, which may not be necessary, but after I use my primer, I go in with this MAC paint pot in the color Soft Ochre. And it is a soft ochre color, whatever that means. It's like a white oyster ochre color, whatever ochre is. But this just really helps enhance your eyeshadow. So if you ever feel like your eyeshadow doesn't show up, put like a white or a cream based product, and that will really help your eyeshadow, your powder eyeshadow, be enhanced. All right, I'm gonna go in with this Stila, however you say it, Eyes Are the Window shadow palette in the color, or in Spirit. There's 4 different palettes. First, I'm gonna start with this light brown, taupey brown transition color for my crease. I'm gonna be going in with this vibrant, like, berry color. So for it to show up and look pretty, you want to have a transition color. It will just help it look more blended and blend in better and not have any harsh lines. Since I already have my foundation on, that's why I'm using this nasty tissue, just so it won't fall onto my face, because usually eyeshadows have a lot of fallout, which means it can fall onto your skin, and if you already have your foundation on, your powders, it can ruin your foundation. And you know, if you try to like swipe it away, it's just gonna get smudged in your skin, and that's not good. So I'm just applying a couple coats of this, just going backward and forward. I'm not really like doing anything fancy. I'm just trying to get this on as fast and quick as I can. It's just important to have a transition color, because it will help any darker colors that you go in with to blend better and blend more naturally in. So it may not look like that did anything, but it's really just going to help any following colors blend in. Next, I'm going to go in with this. So I'm going to go in with this color with the same fluffy brush. This is Pro Crease by Sephora, the number 10. Next, I'm going to go in with this dark berry color, and I'm going in with this really dense brush. This is the Ulta Crease brush by Ulta, and this is really going to help just pack on that color, because I want it to be intensely in the crease. So I'm creating an outer V with this color, and I'm making a point to not go above my crease. So first I'm just going backward and forwards, and then now I'm going to go in with the second coat, and I'm going to slowly buff it in. So I'm going in circular motions, out and then in, like in towards my inner eye, just stopping in the middle and then going out. If that makes any sense. Now I'm going to go back in with that fluffy brush, that Sephora one, go over it, just to help give it a more airbrush better blended, like a blurred blended effect. Okay, I'm going to bring a little whatever's left on that brush down on my lower lash line. Just the outer lash line. I'm going to do 2 steps, but this may not be necessary. First, I'm going to go in with this Colourpop color in the color Amaze. This is Colourpop Super Shock Shadow. And then I'm going to put a pigment over it. But if you don't want to do the pigment, you can just do this Colourpop and that will be pretty. Take a flat synthetic brush. I think this one's just from Sephora. And then spray it. You can dip it into any, like, what is that, Visine eye drops or any Visine. I use Fix Plus because it has glycerin in it and it's just going to help it stick a little better. And I think eye drops do too. I could be wrong, but I've just heard you can use eye drops and that will help really pick up the pigment and intensify that color on your lid. So I'm dipping it, after I sprayed my brush, then I'm dipping it into this. Dipping my brush into the Colourpop, and now I'm gonna start applying it to my lid, starting in the inner corner and just going about midway. But another pretty color option would be using this. I think this is Kitten, this first color, which is, you know what? I'm actually gonna apply a little of that Kitten first. Or I want to apply a little of that Kitten too in my inner eye. Just, it's going to help my eye look a little more awake and pop. And then apply it over that Colourpop, which I like. Now I want a little more on my lid, but maybe this is enough for you, which is fine. You can just stop right there. But I'm going to go in with this rose gold paint dust, but I'm using that same brush that already has the Fix Plus sprayed on it, and then going in with that flat brush, and usually pigment falls out, so I'm going to apply this, my handy dandy Kleenex, under my eye to prevent it from falling to my cheek, and then now I'm going to pat this on to the lid, the inner corner, and just going like halfway. With that fluffy brush from Sephora, and just blend, just go over everything. I'm not picking up any more product on my brush. I'm just going over everything to make sure that pigment blends in with all those outer colors. Now for a little eyeliner, I'm going to do a little cat eye. I'm going to go in with this Maybelline Eye Studio Gel Liner by Maybelline in the color Black, and I'm going to use this angled brush by Real Techniques. I got it at Ulta, and dipping it into my gel liner, really getting it in there, applying, first doing a little stroke on the back of my hand, just that will get rid of any clumps because you do not want this clumping. And then I'm just trying to stay as close to my lash line that I can. I don't want too intense of a line. I'm just going to try to wing this, do a little flick at the end because it's Easter. You're going to be with a lot of family. Maybe you'll be in the Lord's house, and you know, you don't need like a really heavy line, but if you want a really intense, sexy liner to pick up any boys at the church, then definitely do that. Now that I'm at the end of my eye, I'm just like bringing it straight out a little and then kind of flicking it up. And then I go back a little, fill in a little of that. It was like a deep gap. I filled in just to make it a little straighter. Okay, now I'm going to apply a little brown eyeshadow. This is by Makeup Artist or Makeup Academy, which I got at CVS or Walgreens, one of the two. I'm just applying this on my lash line, and then I'm going to smudge it out. Smudge it out using this pencil brush, and I'm going to dip it in that brown color and my eyeshadow palette, and that's just going to help smudge it out. And I'm going to take a little of that berry color, that first red color, and put that over the brown. Okay, now I'm going to curl my lashes using this Tarte eyelash curler and apply some mascara, and then start applying or finishing the rest of my face. Okay, now I'm going to fill in my brows before I move on to any powders. And I'm using this Anastasia Brow Wiz. I'm just going to fill this in real quick. Now this next step is definitely not necessary, but gives you more of a glow and a pretty shimmer, not really shimmer, just a more like glow from within look. I'm going in with this Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting Duo in the color 2. And it's their highlighting and this contouring option. But what I like to do is just swirl both of the colors together, and it just gives you a really pretty bronzy topper on top of your bronzer. So it's like a little pretty highlighter trick. And it's not shimmery at all, so it won't look like glitter on your face or anything. Then I'm going to go in with this pretty blush by Ugly Name by Nars Deep Throat. It's just a really pretty pink, really pretty Easter pink. And I just swirl it around the apples of my cheeks and then up on the high points of my cheekbone, just trying to stay more on the higher part of my cheek because I don't want it to sack my face down, and it will give your face more of a lifted appearance. I'm just going to go over everything. I always go over with this Duo Fiber brush and just go in circular motions over everything, and that way it will help it all blend together and have no harsh lines, and it gives you more of an airbrush effect. Okay, now for lips, I'm going to use this Revlon Color Stay lip liner in the color Blush Rose, Blush / Rose. I'm going to go over with this Maybelline Color in 10 Nude Flush. Maybe that will tone it down a little. Just applying it on my bottom lip, and then I'm going to bring that onto my top lip just so I don't have a lot of product. Alright everyone, that completes my rose gold Easter makeup tutorial. So I hope you liked this makeup look. It's just a pretty rose gold eye. I just feel like the pink on your eyelid is a pretty pop of color to your eye and will be pretty for any Easter gathering that you have going on. So I hope you guys all have a lovely day, and thank you so much for watching my tutorial, and please remember to subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Bye.